Yo, 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 what's going on at the fight? What is your boy Money back? And we talking boxing family. We talking boxing. Appreciate everybody that came through showing love for the Brian Custer interview. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come in, family. Smash the like as y'all come in. Akina Williams, what's going down? Big Money, what's going down, bro? Tickets ordered to the fight. I'm ready. Okay, okay. True Talk with Anthony Evans, what's going on, bro? So you locked and loaded on Big Money. Yeah, so shoot it nice. My brother Dominique, what's going down, bro? Y'all smash the like, family. Go talk about Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano. Talk about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. It has to happen. You feel me? It has to happen. Move on from there. I'm gonna bring on I'm gonna bring on Coach as well and show Coach a little love, man, for showing love to me. I mean, for standing up against a certain individual, a little sucker. We ain't gonna say that sucker name, but I do appreciate, real ones. And it should be rewarded. Last Miss Riviera, what's up? One of the few channels that keep fishing on it. You can call me Les instead of okay, yeah, I remember now. Les, yeah. No doubt, Les, no doubt, Les. Appreciate you, my brother. Grind works is going down. Terrence Spence is a fight you want to see. I think Crawford wins. I can respect your opinion. I think Spence wins, but Bud can't win. No, Bud is a hell of a fighter, bro. One hell of a fighter. Something you can't take away from. Andres Sanchez, I appreciate you, my brother. Say keep grinding, brother. No doubt, I appreciate the love and the super chat, Famo. We're gonna talk about the undercard of Jermell and Castano as well. We 2 days away, man, for Undisputed, y'all. 2 days away from Undisputed, bro. Is Adrian Broner going to fight again? Listen, man, Adrian Broner getting himself together, bro. He's going through a situation. I wish him nothing but the best. Wish him his great help. So before we talk about AB getting back in the square circle, we need to talk about AB getting his health together. So I'm wishing him all the best. I wouldn't want to bet on it though. Oh, it's that type of fight. It's that type of fight, bro. Like, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. I got Earl winning, but we gonna talk about it, champ. We gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna jump the gun. We ain't gonna jump the gun and we gonna talk about it. You feel me? And everybody got an opinion. We can agree to disagree respectfully. But we got some people that's just suckers and haters and don't know how to be man out here. You feel me? It's hard for these cats to be men out here, bro. That's the sad part about things. That's the sad part about things. Everybody want to be a man, but it's hard for these cats to be real men out here. Step to you like a man. You feel me? And that's the crazy part. You gotta watch these dudes in this world, man. You gotta watch them, man. They pretend to be your friend, man, and they backstab you behind your back, man. They backstab you. What fights happens after Undisputed? I can't look past Undisputed Mini Mill. We want to focus on Undisputed. We haven't even fought the Undisputed fight yet, bro. We go stay right here. You feel me? Like I say, we can't worry about yesterday. We don't know about tomorrow. All we can focus on is today. So we go look at today, my friend. And today we got Undisputed, and I want to enjoy it. I don't want to know what's happening after Undisputed. I want to see Undisputed. When he come, let's not have him fighting everyone else. He's there to fight Spence, Ugas, and Charlo at 154. All champions, not tune-ups. He been fighting tune-ups the last 3 years with top rank And who fault is that, my brother? Wilby's. I'm gonna ask you again, my brother. Who fault is that he's been fighting tune-ups for the last 3 years to top rank? Who fault is that? Andres Sanchez, my brother said, I got Spence. Me and you on the same page. Shadow Moses say, definitely going with Charlo. Definitely going with Charlo. Wilby's Crawford. Whose fault is that, my brother? And Wilby, do I got you wrenched up? Because you deserve a wrench as well, bro. I hope I'm respectful enough to have you wrenched up. That'll say a lot about myself. Let me see. Whether it's run. But you got it now, bro. You got it now. Oh, I agree 120%. I agree 120. Ain't no wasting no time. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting for that fight for too long now. So I want Bud to come on over to PBC and get Earl right off the bat. Nobody else. But like you said, if it's Ugas, it's cool. But if it ain't Earl or Ugas, I don't want to see him fight nobody else. Unless Earl and Ugas is fighting. Mhm. Then, you got to take a fight. Then you get to Earl. Charlo makes history. Castano still talking about knocking down Spence in the amateurs. I mean, that's his glory. You can't take his glory away from him. Jermell should learn something from his brother. AB, the funniest geezer in boxing. I hope he gets back soon. I just want him to get his health together first. He going through a situation that I didn't like it. I didn't like to see him in that position. You know what I'm saying? My daddy died from alcoholism. You know what I'm saying? So I seen my daddy drink himself into a coma. You feel me? So I know the importance and the damage that shit can do to you. You know what I mean? It can take you out, man. It can take you out. So I want to see AB get his life together. Too young, you know what I mean? Got too much ahead of him and too much in front of him for to go out like that. You feel me? And I don't want that to be the story for Adrian Broner, bro. I don't. Got a beautiful family, making a lot of money. Still got something in the gas tank in his boxing game. I want him to get it on track, bro. And I want him to have that big comeback, you know, and have a comeback story to where it leads to the best for him instead of the worst. You feel me? So nothing but prayers for Adrian Broner, my brothers. Mel has an opportunity to prove Saturday that he is even a level above Erzlani Lara. However, please do not sleep on Castano. He is no walk in the park, and I'm sure Earl has warned him. We're going to talk about it, K-Boxing DC. Brett Cicero, appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Even though we think different, I definitely value it. And vice versa. The thing about you, though, Wilsby's, you always come, you always show respect, bro, but you never like you ride for Bud, but you ain't that extremist. You feel me? You're a logical man. You know what I'm saying? And you know how to be respectful with the shit. You ain't all out there, you know what I'm saying, being disrespectful because I ride for Terrence Bud Crawford. You feel me? I'm a Bud fan. And I got all the Bud pay-per-views, even though it's two. I got Bud fights saved on my recorder. You feel what I'm saying? So it's nothing but love and respect, bro. We know how to talk about things like, man, you're a real man, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't go behind nobody back talking about them. You stand on your square, but at the same time, you optimistic. You got an open mind about things, and you ain't no extremist to where you'll dismiss something that's a fact. If it's a fact, you gonna say it's a fact, and I can respect that about you, champ. And plus, you're always showing me love, so I'm gonna, reciprocate that. I mean, Jermell getting the better fights now. It was a point in time where Jamal was getting the better fights, but now Mel getting the better fight. So I mean, you can only go off what happened in your last fights, and in the last couple years, you got to say Jermell has been carrying the torch for the Charlo brothers. I can't say that he's better than Jamal Charlo, but I can most definitely say he's been carrying the torch for the Charlo brothers these last couple of years. He's been getting the bigger fights, and he's been stepping up. I mean, Jamal's still undefeated. You can't take that away from him. Nah, I ain't gonna never say Adrian Brown or done. You can say done, but not me. No doubt. I ain't never gonna say done. If I say I want to see him get his life together, he still got something in the gas tank. And when he come back to the boxing ring, we will see. But right now, it's all about him focusing on himself and putting the puzzles, putting the missing pieces to the puzzle, man. So first thing first, he get back to Adrian Bronner and get himself clean to where he can focus. And he's a great man for himself and his family first. I ain't even worrying about him coming back to the boxing game right now. Just focus on himself, getting himself together. Cholo about knockout in 5 months. Goddamn, KP, y'all think that boy can last 5 rounds with Cholo? I see him going past five, bro. He going past five. I said ninth to 10th round, KP. I'm a Spence fan and go to all the fights and pay for all this paper. Big facts, bro. It's just that you think Bud go win, and I can respect that. Same with me and Earl Spence. Say this would be a chess match. I don't have Jermell winning this one. Whew. You got Castano winning. I mean, there's a couple of people that got Castano, winning the fight. I don't knock you for saying it though. I don't knock you. Black Star Sports TV was going down, bro. How you feeling, child? Craig L was going down. Okay, I see you want AB to get his life right outside. Yeah, that's all I'm worried about, him getting his life together outside the boxing. My brother Bet was going down. Bet was going down, big bro. How you feeling, child? 160 most definitely has some runner track stars. They only want Jamal now because he showed them a close fight. He baiting them fools. Yeah, like I say, I don't look at that last fight and judge Jamal off that last fight, bro. Jamal, like, to me, in that fight, he shot his low early, trying to knock his ass the fuck out. And like I say, if you go back and watch the fight, Jamal he knocked his equilibrium off a couple times, bro. Jamal hit him on the temple and knocked his equilibrium. Like I say, another ref probably would have stopped it. But salute to the ref for letting the man continue. And he showed that he was tough inside the ring. But yeah, if they banking off their performance, they better bank again, bro. Yeah, I mean, they better bank again. Bud will get watched by Earl. You read that wrongly. Huh? I read what wrongly? Key, what's going down, big bro? Key, let me know if you want a link, dog. You too, Bet. Earl will do what Keith talked about doing and retire Pacquiao. These boys don't realize that the Garcias was used as the lure to get oh shit, I go to Thunder Bagunda. Me and Thunder don't get along, homie. Lure to get him in the ring. That's why he didn't finish Mikey. Oh, World Comeback in the building. Money Brown TV, evening family. Castano might give us that areas he was giving her. Oh, he bringing it. One thing Brad Castano he bringing it, bro. That's a fact. But Jermell Charlo has been training his ass off and has been respecting Brian Castano as a real dog. So he's not overlooking him as some piece of shit or like he know that he ain't worth it. You feel me? He know he in a dog fight. And that's what's gonna win the fight for Jermell. Because he ain't out here looking at Castano as a slouch. Derrick James not neither. You feel me? So you prepare for your opponent. You know what I'm saying? Your performance gonna be as good as you preparing, right? And Jermell preparing his ass off. AB the gatekeeper for the new guys. AB ain't no gatekeeper, bro. I ain't calling AB no gatekeeper. You understand me? I ain't calling him no gatekeeper. But like I say, I'm not even talking about AB getting in the boxing ring. I'm talking about AB getting his life together, bro. That's it. That's it. I'm not talking about AB against nobody. AB has a battle to defeat. Like I say, I seen alcohol kill my fucking daddy, man. I seen the shit with my own eyes. Man drunk himself into a coma. You feel me? So I want AB to defeat that shit first. That's his fight with Monty Brown. Not AB versus nobody else. Earl baited Pacquiao with Mikey. Kawhi Elliott say, Monty, what's good? What's going down? Keep doing your thing and stay cooking. You and Key got the IBF and the WBO on. Keep it real. You and Key got the IBF and the WBO on keeping it real. I don't know what it means, Kawhi, but it sounds good as fuck. You feel me? I'll take it. I'll take it. Funny McHale was going down. Thomas Harris say that Monty Tyson Fury is positive for COVID-19. Man, he positive for a lot, bro. I don't even want to talk about Tyson Fury. That dude got me so disgusted, dog. Jermell played them fools. Ronnie Shields told him to chill. Told him to chill for a fight or to get the real money fights in the future. Hyder say, woof. We know two brothers won't fight, but I'm sure people wonder who will win. I still think Jermell will beat Jermell. Prayers for AB. That's what I'm talking about, man. Jaime Peralta, what's going down? DP Rocker, #1 stopper. What's going down, bro? How you feeling? How you feeling? Y'all smash the like button as y'all come in the building, fam. Smash the like as y'all come in the building. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring the doorbell before you come in my house. I got you back. My high school practice jersey for football either fit perfect or almost too small, and I put padding over this. Now it's infuriating my skin. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest with you. Bro, I defeated cancer at 18, so I know AB will beat his demons. He a top talent. Facts, man. And congratulations to you for defeating cancer, my brother. That's something to overcome. You feel me? True talks with Anthony Evans. That's something to overcome, bro. And I'm happy you got through that. Thurman should not get Ubers before quarter. No one wants to see Thurman fight anymore. What? I want to see Thurman fight. Porter himself told Thurman to go get Ubers, bro. Can you imagine that? Thurman said, okay, you go get Ubers, I go get Jamal James, and then we'll see what happens. Porter himself, out his own mouth, Wilbies. I was kind of confused too. I'm like, you beat the man. It was a close fight. He had a world title. You telling Thurman to go get the world title instead of telling yourself to go get the world title. That was kind of confusing to me. Mel gonna show greatness Saturday night. My brother Knockout was going down, bro. Say salute everyone in the chat. And to my homie at Money Brown TV. Hope everyone good tonight. Money, you got my email. I gotta check it, bro. My bad. Charlo and Earl eventually becomes undisputed. Hell yeah. Homeboy, I'm Jack. Regis should accept the fight from Earl and Mel and officially become a Lion only champ. I don't know. You gotta refix that K boxing DC. I think Earl already fought his hardest fight against Porter and still came out with the win. I would like to see Earl go at Pac like he did Lamont Peterson. Yeah, respect you, True Talks, man. Like that, like for real, that's a blessing, my brother. If Pacquiao pull off the upset over ESJ, do you think he goes after Crawford next? It's a possibility. Thurman is actually a cool dude. He just be looking suspect with all that weird ass talking. Thomas Hearn say, "Hey, money, I feel you. Alcoholism killed my dad. Professional man, college graduate, perfect morals, man, and super father. Facts, bro, as well. The addition was stronger than his health choices. Pray for Bronner for real, bro. I had the coolest fucking daddy in the world, dog. Thurman gonna play with that belt like Tyson Fury did. Now, if Thurman get it, he gonna want the big fights because he needs some money. Why has there been top guys fighting against Mexicans usually who look half their size? I was talking about that. Castano might pull off an upset like how Morvillius beat Williams. This fight going to be good. The invite from Lions Only, okay. Justin Trouble was going down. Let me send my brother back this invite. Like I said, I'm gonna bring on a fella that shows some love to me, man. I respect it. Oh shit. I set the bet. Thurman going to overprice himself out? I don't think so. Can we please get Crawford to fight someone other than Zepeda? We don't want to see him fight the guy who lost to the guy who lost to Josh Taylor. But yeah. But let's get the cooking though, Famo. Uh, the fight, man. Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano, fam. We know we had the last press conference today. Shouts out to Brian Custer for coming through showing love. You feel me? He worked that deal, did a hell of a job. And we all got familiar with the undercard. True Talk with Anthony. I ain't gonna drop the link right now, bro. I got a lineup that I'm doing. Maybe another day, champ. But you're most definitely welcome. Or just give me a second, man. I might shoot it to you today because I ain't really, you know, locked and loaded on what the circle do. Plant, hurry up and sign and let's go. Coach Mark, what's going down?
What's shaking, money? How's the deal, man?
What's going down with your champ? How you feeling?
Ain't nothing, money. Everything's smooth, man. Nice to formally meet you.
Oh man, vice versa, man. I appreciate you, champ.
Under weird ass circumstances, but it's all good, man. What's shaking?
Oh man, you already know, man. It's crazy, bro. You hear me? Now I want everybody to know that Coach Marks, man. He do a little training himself, right, Coach?
That's a fact, man. Out in well, when I'm here in Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Blessings to everybody in the room, man. What's up?
No doubt. Where you want me to send it to, bet?
Say what?
Oh no, I was talking to a homie in the chat.
Okay.
Nothing, man. It was just I told him I was gonna bring on somebody, but I want y'all to know, man. You know, it's suckers out there that's making videos about me. Used to be a homie, now he a hater, right? We're not gonna say his name, but he's a clown. You
Hold
feel
on,
me?
this serious. So I'm a show myself, you heard? So
I
everybody
pre-
know it's for real. What's up?
appreciate you. Yeah. So it's like this what happened, Coach. Man, dude used to be cool. Like I don't know where this hating shit come from. Like I really don't. I couldn't pinpoint it, but he's mad because I'm showing respect to Canelo Alvarez, right?
Yeah,
When you in this boxing game, Coach, and you got somebody like Canelo Alvarez doing this thing, bro, you have to give a man credit where credit is due, bro. You feel
facts.
me? So
Yeah,
these dudes out here, I don't know if they feel like they on top of the world or they feel like they the creme de la creme in this boxing game and they never probably threw a punch in their damn life, right? But they jealous because you're giving credit to where credit is due.
right.
This man running around here, like I said, the last video he made with that silly shit that he said, all that homosexual ass shit, I laughed at it, but I went down and I just seen it, right? And I
Mhm.
just respected you for what you said. Like, come on, man, like this just beyond. You know what I mean? This ain't boxing, bro.
Right,
Like you going elsewhere. But this the thing about him. He come back, he make another video and say, "Oh well, I ether you under your message, but then you must have deleted your message. I cannot delete a message on your post, but it was your message I commented on the coach. So that
right,
means if I deleted my message, then your message should still be there. Your
right.
message gone. So I know he deleted it, but it's just like the dude is a clown now, bro. He probably in the background listening, looking, but he's
Mhm.
trying to get a reaction, bro, because I brought him on before and I grilled him about my video saying Jerron Boots Ennis is the next Earl Spence, right?
Yeah, I was around for that series too.
Right.
I was
But what
around
I'm
for that series
yeah,
too.
what I'm saying about that situation is I'm not saying Jerron Boots Ennis is Earl Spence, right? I'm saying that on the rise, the way Earl Spence came up is the same how Jerron Boots Ennis coming up, and it's going to be tough for him to get a championship fight because right now he's a high risk, low reward. You know
Right.
what I mean? Same thing Brian Custer said earlier. He's not really bringing nothing to the table. So people gonna look like, okay, I got everything to lose and nothing to gain. But like you say, man, something is off with the dude, bro. Something is off with him.
It's a weird dichotomy because when certain people like what they like and they get into, I don't like using that term, but they get into stand mode. It
Mm-hmm.
starts to it starts to cloud their better judgment. So with you saying Jerron Ennis is the next Errol Spence, there's no difference in when somebody, and we're not going to call anybody's names, would say
Mm-hmm.
that Kobe Bryant is the next Michael Jordan. Not
Facts.
because, not because Kobe Bryant may change the shift and the change the direction of basketball, but based on the hard work that Kobe would put in, based on the dedication that Kobe would put in, based on the killer instinct that Kobe would have, that would
True.
be the most appropriate comparison. So it's not like you were saying, oh, Jerron Boots Ennis is the next Errol Spence and he's going to take over him. But to get upset about that and then to start making a whole bunch of claims and all that type of stuff, it's kind of weird, man. And it's for to doubling back to reverse a
Uh,
little bit. Let me
uh,
show y'all something, man. This is how much respect. This is how much respect I
See?
got for your boy, Sinner.
Canelo.
You heard? Ain't
See?
nobody doing it like him. And if you don't like Canelo Alvarez for whatever, maybe personal reasons, that's fine. But then to start going off onto another tangent and start talking about a whole bunch of other things, and then just making just weird connotations with stuff, it ain't cool, man. Like you said, it's not really manly. And what are you going to deny? Like, what are you gonna say about Canelo Alvarez that is going to discredit his accomplishments? You actually can't. He doesn't get into any fights where it's gonna be, oh well, I don't know. Well, since the first Triple G, in my opinion,
Right.
and ever since then, he's been just dominating, doing it in incredible fashion, breaking expectations in his weight, coming back down to take on people that they said he wouldn't take on, like BJ out in the UK. And there's just nothing you can say that's negative about him. So, certain people, when they get into stand mode, that's them dudes that they make movies about, man, where they start stalking people and wanting to be, you know what I mean? But it's crazy. But yeah, I didn't know you from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I knew you from your videos, and when you had the drops. Since I knew you from your videos since you had the drops when Arrow called you money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And to just do something to just say or do things like that, it's just like, come on, homie, that's corny, man. Like, and I had to say something, whether whether anybody likes it or not. So it's good that we met on those circumstances, and real recognize real, homie. So I appreciate you, and I'm gonna always tune into your
situation.
No
No
doubt.
vice versa, bro. No vice versa. That what's going down, my brother?
What's up, y'all?
How you feeling? How you feeling, champ?
Man, y'all talk about old Canelo, man.
No, it ain't even about talking about Canelo, but it's just a sucker out there, man, making videos on me, bro, with this homosexual ass shit. Like, the dude got a fetish with me now, I guess. Like, it's just weird, bro. But he was a cool dude at first. Then he got the shit on the LDBC.
Man, you just
Then he
gotta
come
know
saying
them.
this.
You
Man,
gotta know them sucker niggas, man. If a nigga gotta make a post about another man, he's a hoe.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, this shit. He got boxing channels, so he should be reporting on boxers, not other channels.
Exactly, bro. That's why I said, man, you want to build your channel up. You're not going to build your channel up trying to use another man to do it. Especially somebody like me, because you ain't going to get nowhere, homie. You ain't going to get nowhere. But, man, to get to boxing, bro, because I just wanted to show Coach some love, man, because I did appreciate what he did. There's a lot of suckers over there, but he challenged the clown, and he ain't had nothing to come back with. So,
No doubt.
we got
But
the
y'all
big
keep,
fight coming up.
But that shit about Canelo, man, it ain't false, but it's you know how I feel about the situation, but I'm gonna let it go.
No. I want to hear it.
No, go ahead and say it, man. No, bet. But your outcome is way different than what this dude. Trust me, bro. What this dude's saying, it make you sound like you giving him credit.
No, I want to hear his opinion about Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo, go ahead, man. Give it to him. You say money, get videos made about him every day. You made it.
Canelo Alvarez, he picks and chooses what he does. It ain't like he's picking the best fighter to fight. It's a difference. If I sit there,
thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Claudia Queen. Thank you so much.
I watch the tape on you, and I see all type of holes in your game. That's the type of fighter Canelo Alvarez is going to try to fight. He's not going to try to fight the tough opponent, whereas though it's going to be a real challenge.
Okay, can you give me an example, please?
Boo Boo Andre. He won't fight Boo Boo Andre because he's a big, long, tall boxer.
Terrible fighter. Fighter.
Listen, don't listen to Canelo Alvarez, man.
I ain't listening. Hey, don't nobody give me directions how to walk. I was saying that before Canelo made it a viral thing. So
let me say this, coach. And I'm gonna let you go. But this is my thing too, and I'm going to let y'all go back. But I want to see him fight Andre. But when we say taller, longer fighter, Callum Smith, taller, longer.
He's not a slick boxer.
But I'm saying. But when I look at Andrade and I look at Callum Smith, and I like Andrade, bro, I don't see his style being that much more superior than a Billy Joe. I don't see his style being that much more superior than a Arcelandi Laura, right?
You
You,
say
you,
that, then why
yeah,
won't none of these dudes? Why won't none of these dudes y'all talking about? Billy Joe Saunders had a chance to fight him. He got caught using steroids. Uh Canelo don't want to fight him. Canelo had one belt to get to make history, but now he want to move up to make history. It don't make sense.
I said he should have fought. That's what I'm not disputing at all. I said he should have fought Charlo. I said he should have fought Andrade. I don't dispute that. His reasoning for not fighting him, I can't really pinpoint or say, right? But when I'm looking at the styles, bro, and I'm looking at Andrade, and I respect Andrade, and I do say he got skills from to beat anybody from 160 to 168, in my opinion, or to 75. He do got the skill set. But when I'm looking at his skill set, I don't think he beat Canelo. And Canelo reasoning for not fighting him, I can't really give you that. And everybody can have their own opinion. Whether they feel like, oh, Canelo was afraid to fight him, this, that, and the third. But I don't think his style, I don't think Callum Plant's style, I don't think Billy Joe's style, because people think that, oh, the slick boxing style is the style to beat Canelo. No, you're gonna need a Triple G style. You're gonna need to be right there to be able to fight that motherfucker because he's strong and tough. That moving the weight shit ain't gonna do nothing but bring Canelo forward. And we know the judges, once he land them big shots, the shit gonna be persuaded Canelo way. But I'm gonna let you talk the bet on something, coach, because I know you want to rebuttal.
I waited patiently. First of all, these the gloves he whooped Callum Smith ass in, number one, and all of your points has been refuted. Callum Smith is a very tall, rangy, lanky fighter. What did Canelo do? He went to the body and broke him down to his very last compound. Let me tell you something about fighters, right? Because I happen to be, I guess, in that community, yeah? There is not one fighter that came from the amateur ranks, that came from the national ranks, that came from the Olympic ranks, and is now a professional that is afraid of another fighter. Let me just get that out of everybody's head that even fathoms to think so. These are men that have been training to whoop on other men since they were 7 years old, since they were 10 years old, since they were 12 years old, and they've been doing it nationally, meaning I'm from Brooklyn, New York, I'm going all the way to Colorado to whoop somebody's ass. I'm from Philadelphia, I'm going all the way to Florida to whoop somebody's ass. They've been doing that since they were 12 years old, homie. These dudes are now 30, late 20s, mid-20s, some mid-30s. They've been doing it for so long, seeing so many faces, seeing so many body types, seeing so many fighting types through the amateurs, through the Olympics, through the professional ranks. There is not one fighter afraid of another fighter. I'm going to tell you that straight up. Canelo, and in Canelo's defense, he's been a pro since he was 15, 16 years old. That man is not afraid of anybody. You have to also understand boxing is a business, and he's going to do what is good for business, number one. Then he'll double back if he cares to, because he's the big fish. He doesn't have to regress to go get anybody. They have to build their resume to go get him, and Demetrius Andrade just does not have that resume. I'm sorry, bro.
Now, Andrew Ilgrim, who is he? This is what I'm saying. I just wanted you to say that. Who is Andrew?
Abney Yurgin. You say he was Abney Yurgin.
Who is Andrew Ilgrim? His hold on. Andrew Ilgrim, his sparring partner. Come on, man. He had one belt to get at 160 when he first said he wanted to be the 160-pound champion. He was about to fight Billy Joe Saunders. When Billy Joe Saunders lost his belt, it was one person he had to get through to be a undisputed champion. It was Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade.
Right.
Now he come out and tell to the fans that Demetrius is boring. How?
Because he didn't want to fight him, and Demetrius Andrade is not going to be something. He was not chasing that. He wanted to go. He wanted to go to the higher weight classes to show people that, listen, I'm doing this shit. I'm great at this, and he came back down.
But you ain't
Face
go,
it, bro. He
but
just doesn't want to.
You ain't go and challenge the top dog at 175.
All right, let me ask you something.
Hold on, let me read the super chat. Let me read the super chat. I'm let y'all go. My brother Les Real said, "You think Andrade regrets not fighting Charlo? He had a chance to whip both bros and probably would have mega fight in sight. Money dispute ruined careers."
Yeah, but he was signed with the wrong people.
It was the signage. The signage. Hold on, homie. Let me ask you a question, right? Where are you from?
DC.
You from Washington, DC, right?
Yeah.
So I have a perfect analogy for you.
This Gary Russell brother, coach.
Say what?
This Gary Russell Jr. brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he in the field.
I didn't know that. Much respect, homie. So I didn't mean to do the whole fighter analogy with being afraid of anything. I figured you'd have had a little bit more respect for that, man. Ain't nobody scared of nobody. But let me bring the DC thing to you. Let me bring the DC thing to you.
Coach, people not scared of nobody, but people are nervous of certain styles.
All right. So let me bring the DC analogy thing to you. In your city, your town, your culture, the go-go music is very big, right?
Not no more rap job taking over.
All right, but that's still the culture. You can't say to people, like, I know Money from Texas. I'm from Brooklyn.
Nah, he from St. Louis.
I'm from St. Louis.
Oh, you from St. Louis? My bad, homie. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
My bad. It's the Errol Spence thing. I'm sorry. It's the Errol Spence thing. We're gonna talk about St. Louis too. I was out there too, and that's that happened to be my. I'm gonna let you know in the DM.
Right.
But the go-go culture, as big as it is in DC, you can't really bring it to St. Louis or Brooklyn or Miami, Florida or Los Angeles and try to just force people on it. It's not going to catch on like that because that's your specific town's music or culture. As good as you think it is, as good as you know it is, as good as your family reveres the go-go culture, it ain't really going to go nowhere in New York. We're not, no disrespect, we're not trying to hear that. No disrespect, St. Louis ain't trying to hear that. No disrespect, Los Angeles is not trying to hear that because there's not a go-go artist that can transcend the sound nationally. When Nelly came out, his sound was for St. Louis, but he had the skill and the foresight and the melody to transcend that sound across Missouri state borders to where everybody started liking it. So now you may like a certain boxer. You may understand because you are also in the fight game, you're in the coaching game, and you put some gloves on yourself and got busy yourself, and that's also your culture. You can see Andre's style. You know what type of style that is, and you know as a boxer, like, wow, I see what this guy sees. Unfortunately, the general public doesn't. So even if Canelo understands Demetrius Andre, the general public doesn't. And when the general public doesn't, that does not equal money. You know what I'm saying? And you also have to understand, you said it yourself, based on the organizations that this brother signed with, sometimes it ain't just gonna happen. You got the floor.
But that's what it is. Canelo's the star. People come to see Canelo. People don't come see who he fight for real. Because if that's the case, he wouldn't have fought Liam Smith. If that's the case, he would never fought you ain't
Liam Smith is an Olympian, dude.
Who?
Liam Smith is an Olympian and he's very big in the UK.
Liam Smith was the champion.
But they fought
and an Olympian.
But they fought where? In San Antonio. Don't nobody know him in the USA.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I get what you're saying.
Y'all keep saying Andrew and you.
No.
Nobody know who he was.
No, bet. I feel like Andre deserved to fight. I feel like Charlo deserved to fight. No, so I'm not disagreeing.
I'm going with Coach saying. Coach trying to say that Boo Andre is not worth it. Listen,
I ain't say that.
Well, he's saying from Canelo's standpoint.
You kind of said that.
Canelo's standpoint.
Yeah, that's not a draw. Standpoint. That's just like with what's my man Tank Davis. Ain't nobody really know who Mario Barrios was. Everybody came to see Tank Davis, man. Come on, man. They come to see the star. They come to see the star perform.
You got a point.
But
that's the truth.
It's best to have a great dancing partner that somebody would know. But you know what I'm saying? Just like, all right, let's go here. Caleb Plant, good fighter. I respect him. But don't nobody know Caleb Plant for real. He don't have a real good fan base.
That's true. That's true.
His name is grown because it's attached to Canelo's.
That's true. You bring up some good points. My closing statement: Canelo Alvarez, #1 pound for pound in the world. That's all I got.
I mean, I can't say that. I can't really say that. It's persuade that way because how they moved him. I mean, if he'd have went up and seen who was the #1 at 175 at the time?
Probably Bivol or Better Be.
Oh, if he'd have went up there, beat Bivol or Better Be.
As his first fight, man.
Yeah, offered Better. No, but look, he offered Better Be the fight. They said they didn't have enough time.
Yeah, because he's trying to get people to not have a full training camp. Come on,
but he offered him the fight. I look at it like this.
No. I got he got time because he's training. He's training already, and then he picks his opponent.
That's the thing, though, Bet. When you in the game, right, and you put yourself in that position, look, I'm not saying that you're wrong with what you're saying. All I'm saying is we understand the business of boxing, and that when you get in a position like a Canelo, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, that's the position you earn. Now, Pacquiao, credit to him, he's showing that he'll face anybody, but even he didn't go out to Earl Spence the first. Earl Spence won his first choice. So when you're in that position, bro, they want to take advantage of their position. Now with Canelo, we can say these things about him, but at the same time, like I said, I wanted him to fight Andrade. I wanted him to fight Charlo. But when he went to 168, the champions was there, and he still fought the champions. But when I look at it, but listen, he fight the champions at 168, bro. And when he went to 168, he fought two champions, Callum Smith and Billy Joe.
Man,
Smith
had
the WBA, Billy Joe. Listen, Smith had the WBA, Billy Joe had the WBO, bro.
All right, Billy Joe, and I ain't even want to go there with this. Billy Joe wasn't even supposed to have that belt. Billy Joe only got that belt because of the color of his skin. He got it. He
got it, Bet. He got it.
He got caught on PEDs.
Period. He had it, bro. At the end of the day, he was the champion.
Listen, he got caught on PEDs.
Undefeated champion.
Listen, he got caught on PEDs, got rid of his belt, and got another chance to go up to get another belt. I mean,
undefeated champion.
I mean, we can talk about the politics all day in the boxing game. We can point the politics out each and every way. But at the end of the day, listen, Billy Joe was still, people wanted to see him fight Canelo at 160, just like they wanted to see Andrade fight him at 160. Andrade and Billy Joe was going to fight at 160 pounds. But Billy Joe, like you say, he fucked it up, and I blame him. And I blame him for fucking up Andrade's biggest test in itself for popping dirty on steroids. But at the end of the day, he still went up and was undefeated. And if Billy Joe was good enough for Canelo at 160, he good enough for him at 168, bro.
Facts.
Now, when I'm looking at the situation, right, we keep talking about Canelo, he picking this person. Of course, we got the two names down there, is Charlo and Andrade. Those are two names people want to see him fight, right? He said, now, I know just saying is saying some shit. He said he wanted to be undisputed, this, that, and the third. But he said he wanted to fight Charlo. And now we have to wait and see after Caleb Plant what happened. But now at the same time, Bet you have people saying that, he's going to go to 168 and he's not going to fight Caleb Plant. He's going to duck Caleb Plant. Now that he's fighting Caleb Plant, right, you got people saying, Caleb Plant ain't shit. He ain't nobody.
Right.
Or they're going to say he ducking Benavidez.
No, Caleb Plant.
Now they already said he ducking Benavidez.
Right. You can't win.
But I'm just saying, he put himself in that predicament. If he'd have just said, did what he said at 160, he would never had none of this flat. He would have none of this flat.
It ain't about putting yourself in that position, but even if he beat Andrade, they still gonna say, well, fight Charlo. So, and I don't blame him. That's the game. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I understand.
Because Charlo worked himself and put himself in the position to fight him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if he beat Andrade, it's still gonna be Charlo. It's still gonna be something, bro. I'm telling you.
Money. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When Roy Jones Jr. started losing his fights, right? And he no longer was the invisible man that everybody was saying. Yeah. This is a trivia question. What is it that all boxing analysts and other boxers were saying was the cause for Roy Jones Jr.'s demise? Can any one of you answer that?
When they were saying the weight problem, he went up too many weight classes.
Facts. So going up in weight and then coming back down. That's all three of us know. Hold on, homie. Let me get the floor for 3 seconds. All three of us know that when you go so high up in weight and come back down rapidly for your next fights, you know that you're gonna lose something. We all know that. Canelo went up to 175, homie. You want him to come all the way back to 160 to meet Demetrius Andrade for what? For what?
You don't have to do that. He can fight.
But that's what you're saying you got to do.
No, he should have. No, I said he should have never went up in the first place.
But he's chasing greatness. He's going up because he wants to now. History. He don't want want Manny Pacquiao to be the only one that has five different weight class titles or however.
He was about to make history.
8. I mean, come on, man. So I think that he got one at like 152, 155.
Shit, he got 8, bro.
What got 8?
Pacquiao.
I know they say 8, but I believe it's 2 at 2 was at catchweights, no?
I think Mikoto fought at catchweight, and I know he fought Del Hoya at 54, but
he got a few at catchweight, so it's 8. But that's beyond the point. Canelo Alvarez also wants to do the same. You even hear people whispering about going up to heavyweight, and you see he has Andy Ruiz in his camp. You think Canelo's not sizing up Andy Ruiz just to see where, how he can match up with a heavyweight? Is the skill set?
He definitely can match up with a heavyweight.
Yeah, Canelo ain't taking that. I think
we know that, but what I'm just using that as a talking point to say, he did go up to 175. He came back down, and he's still showing no signs of slowing down. Let's just cut the bullshit, man, and give this man his respect, homie. I feel as though it's like what's the problem?
With respect, I know he's ducking and dodging black fighters. I mean,
you got.
I ain't gonna say ducking and dodging black fighters because he didn't fight Charlo and Andrade, bro. Because he fought Danny Jacobs, and people don't even give him credit for Danny Jacobs. Y'all say Danny Jacobs was over there.
Eris Larry ain't black.
He lost that Andy Law.
No, he didn't. He won that fight.
To me, I said to me, he lost it to me. He ain't dominate.
Danny Jacobs ain't black.
Nah, he ain't. Look, let me tell you, he ain't dominate Laura because Laura was an elite fucking fighter,
Laura
bro.
Is still an elite fighter.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Canelo stepped in that ring with that man at 23 and he beat him.
Laura touched him
Laura
up,
is
man.
still an elite fighter.
Of course, Laura touched him, bro, because he's.
No, I said touched him
Laura
up.
was a bad motherfucker at that time.
No, he touched him up. And
Laura was bad, but I gotta get Canelo credit for his body work. Do you get wait a minute? Do you get Canelo credit for his body work?
Man, let's go all the way back. Floyd made that man look like an amateur fighter.
That's Floyd.
Homie, come on, man.
And I picked Floyd. Like I knew Floyd was gonna win. Like I picked Floyd. I was mad with Floyd.
Everybody knew Floyd was gonna win. Homie,
you got another. I ain't gonna say everybody.
Yeah, you got another.
They were saying. Now everybody was saying.
Now go back. Now go back to that time. Every Mexican in America thought he was going to get knocked.
I mean, not just Mexican. I remember the radio man that was going there with Floyd saying Canelo. But this the thing. This my thing though. Bet. I'm giving Floyd his just due. That's a fact. I don't take nothing away from him. Canelo after Floyd beat my guy when he came and beat the fuck out of Pedro the dog, who was trained by Virgil Hunter, who gave Laura his toughest fucking fight at that time. Went through Laura, was nailing Laura ass, and Canelo went out there and beat the fuck out of Pedro, right? At Paris. But this is the thing, when he fought Laura, bro, a lot of people didn't give Canelo credit for his body work against Laura. He was fucking his body up, sitting his ass down, forcing him to fight, bro. Right? But Laura was a bad motherfucker at that time, and Canelo
Laura
still
won
played with her.
Laura outpointed them and everything.
I don't think so. I thought Canelo won. It was
Homie,
a close
you got
fight.
it's clear you got something personal against Canelo Alvarez.
I don't have nothing personal with him because I don't even know him. I have nothing personal.
You acting like you do.
No,
I don't understand. Like, why would you even bring up Floyd?
Because I know how he moves.
Canelo lost to him, and he did exactly what a pro is supposed to do.
He made him look like an amateur. What is
and
he
that's
doing?
fine. That's fine. He lost the fight, but he learned from it. Yeah, it is a fact.
No. You acting like I ain't say nothing that was factual. You acting like I that was something that was made up.
I never, homie. What are you talking about?
No, you said I had something personal. I had something personal.
It seems as though you do.
I don't. I'm speaking on facts.
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't speaking nothing factual, then you can say that.
So it's a fact that he's scared of Demetrius Andrade and Erislandy Lara beat him.
No. Hold on. I want to do this.
I think Lara beat him, but the way he moved when he wanted that belt, he wanted that WBO belt. He said he wanted to make history, but when that guy got the belt, he didn't want it no more.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. Look, Canelo fought Shane Mosley, Austin Trout, Floyd Money Mayweather, Erislandy Lara, James Kirkland, right? Then he fought Danny Jacobs, right?
They black.
So those black fighters, right? But Danny Jacobs, he just fought Danny Jacobs in 2019, right?
You say what?
He just fought Danny Jacobs in 2019. He fought Kovalev in 2019. Then in 20, he fought Calvin Smith. 2021, he fought Abner Yildirim, right? So I can't say that he's afraid to fight no black fighters. Now, like I say, I wanted him to fight Charlo. I wanted him to fight Demetrius Andrade, right? He had an opportunity to fight them dudes. Like I say, I'm not letting him off the cut for that. I got on Canelo ass when he fought Abner Yildirim. I didn't like that fight. But my thing is this. When you look at Canelo, when he beat Calvin Smith, who some people, well, I ain't gonna say some people, he was the number one 168-pound fighter. Whether people like it or not, bro, he was the number 168-pound fighter. Canelo took him out. Billy Joe Saunders, a world champion, went and took out Billy Joe Saunders. Now he's about to face Caleb Plant, another undefeated fighter, right? So Caleb Smith was undefeated. Billy Joe undefeated.
With the Caleb Plant.
Now Caleb Plant is undefeated. But this is my thing. Canelo not just going in there fighting these dudes. He's going in there and he's whooping their ass, bro. He's whooping their ass. He beat Caleb Smith in his own game in his country. Right? Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't think he beat him in this country. I think he fought him in San Antonio. Wherever he fought him at, right? He beat his ass just like he beat his brother ass. But
I don't think neither one of them good. So
he beat. See, that's what you're saying. You can't take that. You're taking their credit away from them. But that's the thing, Ben. When you take credit away from fighters, of course you're gonna say, look. Of course people gonna say, wait a minute, Ben. Of course, because you're saying who? I never take credit away from Andrade. I never take credit away from him. But I say this: when I look at fighters and they become world champions, when they become world champions, it's my thing. When Canelo going to fight the world champions, whether it's the top world champion or if it's the one you feel like it's the weakest link, they still are a world champion, bro.
That's why they need to get rid of them.
And he's taking their ass out. He's taking their ass out, and he's showing his skill level, bro. He's showing his skill level now. But wait a minute. But let me say this. Now, when we look at Charlo and we look at Andrade, right, and we look at their resumes, and then we say, who the fuck are they fighting? Because if we go play the game like that, we got to be real about the entire thing. Canelo ain't the only fighter that they can make their names off of. This is my thing. Niggas get caught up in that shit. Oh, Canelo ducked this. They can't fight. Oh, they can't fight. Well, look, they can fight each other, and this other good fight. Now, I give Andrade.
Golovkin.
Yeah, let me say this.
Demetrius Andrade is the only one trying to fight.
Wait a minute. That's what I'm about to say, Bet. Andrade pushed up on Charlo at 154 when he knocked out J-Rock. Andrade pushed up on Canelo. Andrade tried to get the Triple G fight. So I respect Andrade in that aspect of trying to get the fights and show his skill set. And Billy Joe fucked him over from his biggest, toughest fight. But with that being said, right, we got to put the pressure on Jermell Charlo just like we put the pressure on Canelo Alvarez and say, okay, well, he could have fought Andrade and became undisputed. Well, Charlo right there right now at 160, he need a big fight. Andrade pushed up on him to fight. So we just can't look at. That's what I'm saying. We gotta make his ass fight as well. That's the same.
Jermell think he Canelo Jr.
Yeah, but we still gotta keep that pressure.
He's trying to repeat the same shit Canelo be repeating. That you ain't fight nobody. He's saying the same shit Canelo saying.
But we gotta keep the same energy with his ass too.
Yeah, homie, you flip flopping and jumping from on different tadpole leaves. So
all right, but let's get into this situation. Let's get into this situation, though, y'all, because I want to stay on the.
Hold up, money.
I want to stay on the topic too.
Jermell Charlo is acting like Canelo. Every time Demetrius Andre name come up, he says he haven't fought nobody. He's a shit fighter. He say the same shit Canelo say.
Yeah, but he's sitting his ass at 160 right now, though. So it's really the pressure on him to fight Andrade because Canelo at 168. And we can say, well, Canelo, he moved, but he at 168. And we know what Canelo want to do next. He want Caleb Plant next for Undisputed. So we know Charlo nor Demetrius Andrade is getting Canelo. So the pressure should be on both of their ass to face each other. But I want to get back to the task at hand. We got Jermell, Charlo, and Brian Castano. Did y'all see the press conference?
Yeah, I saw some of.
I'm about to look at it after I get off here.
All right, but let me get y'all thoughts on the fight though. Let me get your thoughts, Ben. What you think about it?
Hold on. Go on the living room.
Oh, she won't pause, huh?
I like Castano, man. You know, I like his fan. He got fast hands. He's a combination puncher. He move his head. But, you know, I mean, it's a dangerous fight. You know what I'm saying? I respect Charlo. You know the reason why I dislike him now. Because, you know, he ain't for his people the way he should be. But, you know, I respect him as a fighter. You know, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? He's a powerful puncher. You know. You know, Derrick James got him fighting real good. You know, he been on a good winning streak. Like I said, the first Tony Harrison fight, I thought he won it. But you know, but you know, man, I ain't got no real win in the race. I just hope, man, the best man win.
The best man win. Okay, so who you see it favoring though, Ben? You got Charlo win, or do you think it's a 50-50?
Yeah, it's a 50-50. It's definitely 50-50.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your thoughts on the fight, Coach?
I'll say 60-40 going to Charlo. Castano is also a great fighter, but I think Derrick James does have Jermell Charlo along with Errol Spence locked in, and you know Jermell Charlo sometimes in the fights he can get real wide. He can start going wide and start going wild, where you're like, which is why he lost the fight to Detroit the first time, because he started getting sloppy, you know, in the judge's eyes. And it could look like that because he does lose focus when he does get hit. He starts to go into the mentality of to hit you back. Or if he hears the crowd go ooh, he wants to match that energy and do something for the crowd to go ooh. And against, you know, world-class boxers, that's not going to happen. But in the later rounds, when it's time for the dog match to come out, first of all, I think the fight is going to decision, and I do believe Charlo will get a decision, maybe a split decision, but I don't see him dominating at all. I don't see either side dominating, and I don't see Ryan Castano really doing anything that's going to overturn a champion in the championship rounds. One thing we can say about the Charlos is when that 10th, 11th, 12th round come up, they do turn up, and they don't have stamina issues. They don't have flat-footed issues in those later rounds. So I believe that might be the difference maker in the fight. His determination in the championship round. So I think split decision, Charlo.
I like that. When I look at the fight, right, I can see it playing out two ways. I can see it playing out Brian Castano being good enough to stand Jermell chest, because he do got good feet on how to work his way in. I seen that, even though I think Mel got the better jab than Patrick Teixeira. Patrick Teixeira is taller and longer than Mel, you know what I mean? And Castano still found a way to stay his ass right in his chest. I think if he can find a way to stay inside Jermell chest and force Jermell ass to bang it out like that, because I feel like him being close like that bet, it forces Jermell to go around his ass. And Castano can work from the inside. He a good inside worker. But if Mel can be on his jab, keeping that jab straight and popping, and keeping his ass at the end of that stick and working off that bitch like you know how, because he could work off his stick. And if he stays sharp, because he was sharp against Justin Rosario, and I liked it that shit. He was sharp and he was patient. So if he can stay patient and stay sharp against Castano and keep that jab out there, I can see him catching Castano with something stopping him around the ninth or the 10th round. But because Castano is going to be trying to work his way in, trying to find his way in. And if that jab is popping in on point, that shit going to make a whole lot of difference. But if Castano can get around that jab and he can stand in Jermell's chest and force to like make Jermell ass get a little frustrated a little bit and start trying to bang it out and the inside of things of that nature, Castano give himself a good damn chance to win that fight. And that will actually be Castano's fight. That will actually be his fight if he can force Jermell ass to work. But like I say, man, just me listening to Jermell, Charlo, and Derek James and the respect that they give him Castano is letting me know that they taking his ass very, very serious. Not saying they weren't going to take him serious, but they taking his ass very, very serious and not sleep on the skill set and understanding what the fuck he is. And he is a real dog in that ring. So I got Mel about 10 round stoppage. I think Mel catch him, and I'm going to bank Jermell off of being smart and using that jab. And I think he catch Castano, bro. And I think he can stop him around the 10th. But it could be a possibility that when he stop him, that Castano can be up on the cards, bro. It's a damn good possibility that Castano can be up on the cards at the time of the stoppage when Jermell stopped him, bro. Because like I say, I'm gonna go back and watch that Lara fight. Lara is a hell of a boxer. He's a hell of a boxer. He know how to use that fucking ring. And Castano can force it. And I know Lara legs getting a little old and things of that nature like that, but still don't take away from the IQ and the mindset that Lara got. So this shit is gonna be a fucking interesting fight, bro. I'm loving it, dog. I'm liking the like they both talking shit, but it's being respectful. But I just see this shit as like this is a real Undisputed championship bout. And I'm like what you said, Betty. It could be a 50-50, bro. But it's just like whoever got the best game plan on that night, because Castano is very fucking confident in himself. Jermell is very confident in himself as well. But I'm just saying with Castano, it's just I won't be surprised, bro, if his ass up on the cards by the time he gets stopped. But it's gonna be one hell of a fight. It's gonna be one hell of a fight. The undercard. Go ahead, Bet.
I was looking at the chat. Hey, Brett, look, man. I wasn't even gonna talk about this, but that shit with BFTB, like I told BF, my father was like, shoot this shit to Al Heyman, because we got
ain't no motherfucking duck, bro. Is they crazy?
No, listen. We got shit going on over here. My two little brothers about to be up for world titles. We ain't trying to fuck none of that up for nothing. For nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying, Gary Russell might be up, you know what I'm saying, unification match. So look, man, we not trying to fuck that up for nobody or none of that bullshit them dudes got going on out there, man. If y'all want to call him a duck, call him a duck. Tell what's his name, Devin Haney, since he a free agent, go sign with the PBC and you know what I'm saying? Since the PBC want everything over there, y'all see they want Canelo over there for 3 fights.
But you just blame Canelo for doing the same thing.
Doing what? What you talking about?
Ducking. You remember, this is still a business, and there's still dudes that have those contracts in their hands.
Canelo runs his business because Canelo has the fans. Canelo is the man. He can do what he want to do. See, Gary Russell can't. This is what I'm saying. It's a business.
Andrade can't either, homie.
No,
so
I know that.
He can say what he want to say, but remember, the big man in England, he's the one that's gonna sign that dotted line.
Listen, I'm talking to dude Brent that he was talking about Gary Russell was a duck.
Nah, your brother ain't duck. Your brother ain't never ducked nobody. I don't co-sign that. Your brother's a solid dude. It's just that he just can't get the fights that he can. Sometimes it's because of outside influences, man. There has to be a bottom line. There has to be a bottom line.
Outside influences is the guys that's in the suits. That's, you know what I'm saying, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna keep on rapping about that situation.
Yeah,
But
man. We
like,
know the situation, but like we
he,
know what it is and what's happening, bro. At the end of the day, Gary business gonna be Gary business, and regardless of what anybody say, man, Gary Russell Jr. is a-okay. The like you say, Yola brother's coming up, dog, and he gonna do what he
Facts.
gonna do. And one thing we know Gary Russell love more than anything is his little brothers. And we before we even saw them, he used to always say, "Yeah, I'm good, but my little brother's better than me." He always used to say that shit. And I used to be wondering, like, damn, where they at? I swear to
Yeah,
God,
who are these dudes?
yeah,
Yeah, I used to
where
say the
they at?
same thing.
Yeah, this before they even turn professional. So at the end of the day, we know, like you say, man, y'all not gonna do shit to jeopardize nothing that's gonna be good for them and this and that. So man, I'm not like everybody gonna have their own opinions on shit, and that's just
Yeah.
life. Bro. That's just life. You feel
Salute
me?
the
That's
Russell
just
family
life.
though.
Yeah,
Word.
much love to the
Word.
Russell. I mean, them
Word.
real stand up dudes that's for the culture, and they got my respect not just inside the ring but outside the ring. Like Gary, I mean, I love the fuck out of Gary Russell outside the ring. Regardless of what I say about inside the ring, I know even when I rap for Tank, but I know that I'm not gonna be hanging out with no Tank. I can hang out
Facts.
with Gary Russell Jr. You know what I mean? I can hang out with him. That's a fact. You feel me? But at the end of the day, everybody gonna have an opinion about shit, and even in the most fucked up opinions, it's the ones that don't know shit, because they gonna be all over the goddamn place. You know what I mean? So
Word.
that's the last thing I'll be worrying about. But we got on the undercard we got Rolly, and I don't even know the other cat name. I can't even pronounce his name. And even though Rolly do got a title, and I do consider that title a championship title, they could have put somebody else in there against them just for me. I want to see him against some a little tougher than that, but I'm not
His
gonna shit
last
on
his
him.
last his last showing was garbage, so they gonna give him a touch.
Yeah, so he can
uh,
try to look
uh,
good against.
Knockout Boxing said this opponent he got is a good opponent. I was going before I got on the joint. I was going to go look him up.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him, so I can't really speak on him, like I say. So we gonna see though. We gonna give him a chance. Like he's the co-main event now, and we go see how it turn out. I'm quite sure y'all not like bet not familiar with him. So coach, I know you ain't too familiar with the cat, is you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so we go see how that play out. Like I say, the undercard ain't that popping for real. You know what I mean? So we really based off the main event, but we could get into the next topic though. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, right? To me, this is a fight that must happen for boxing. I don't want to see Earl Spence leave 147 without fighting Bud Crawford. Everybody bringing up everybody else's names, this, that, and the third. I look at it like this: Earl Spence is Terrence Crawford's biggest payday. Terrence Crawford know that Earl Spence is his biggest payday. So does his team. I think Terrence Crawford, right? We know they're supposed to be fighting Cepeda. That's rumored. He supposed to fight Cepeda on Friday, October, whatever date in October. Supposed to be rooms they supposed to be leaving Top Rank. I don't know if this just a fight, a give me fight. Let's get it in and get the fuck on. Hopefully that's what this really is. But we need Earl Spencer turns Bud Crawford. I want Earl to keep this because people saying they think he go step away like oh this that. When Earl did that interview with Brian Custer, right? Sorry, not Brian Custer, with Barbershop Conversation. Earl didn't never he never knew that Manny Pacquiao was gonna be reinstated to the WA Super. So that was never on his mind because I don't think that I think he always been in the mind state of I'm defending my titles because they was like, well, you know Pacquiao being reinstated. Then he was like, well, you're like, well, since you say that, then if they give him a title, then well, I'm gonna go have one more fight. So I think his mindset was to go after Dennis Ugas, then go out to Turnbull Crawford, try to be undisputed. And I wonder if would that be his same, mindset. And shouts out to Brian Custer. He said he got an interview coming up with him, so we gonna find out. I wonder if that gonna be his same mindset to face Ugas and then go try to get Turnbull Crawford since Pacquiao not being reinstated. So what do y'all think, Bet? Do y'all think he should go after Ugas or should he after Pacquiao he should try to go after Bud? And if Bud don't want to fight him, just go to 54. What's y'all takes on that?
I think you should just after this Pacquiao fight, go ahead across the street. Go across
Mm-hmm.
the street, see if Bud gonna do the business. If Bud don't do the business, go ahead and fight Ugas.
Ugas. Mm-hmm.
I'm up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts, coach?
I feel it is gonna be a good fight, but let's just call it like it is. Top Rank is a sinking ship. Look at their last two big events that were supposed to happen did not happen. Terrence Bud Crawford didn't he resign? Money?
Nah, he
Not
ain't
yet.
resigned yet.
Okay. But it's rumored that he would resign. what happens is you could see that he's not on Bob Arum's priority list, and I don't think Errol Spence really cares too much to be waiting around. I think this is a retirement fight on both ends. You're going to see Manny Pacquiao retire from the boxing game, and you might just see Errol Spence retire from a 147 because what else does he have to do? It's clear as day that he does not like Keith Thurman, and he doesn't even want to give Keith Thurman a shot. Sean Porter really isn't worth a rematch. He did what he had to do. He won his first world title in another country over someone that a lot of people were quote unquote scared to fight. And when they were trying to make the fight a few years ago, before Danny Garcia, Bud Crawford was talking cash shit. Remember, they were not trying to speak on terms for Al Heyman. Around that time, Bud Crawford was even dissing Al Heyman and the PBC fighters, if you guys can remember. And now he pretty much paid the price for that, because I think if Al Heyman and Errol Spence wants to be vindictive, they don't even have to fight, because once Errol Spence fights Manny Pacquiao, and I think will beat Manny Pacquiao, his reputation will be cemented in boxing, period. Not just in 147, but if we're going to stay in 147, his reputation will be cemented in 147 for what he's did, who he's fought, and he didn't have to go through Keith Thurman or Terrence Crawford to do so. So I honestly think the fight's not going to happen, to be honest.
Man, and it's not far-fetched that you say that. I look at it like this, bro. Bud, when they thought they had Pacquiao, and they should have had Pacquiao, but we got fucking Bob Arum don't want to put no money up for him, right? Yep. And I get tired of people keep talking about, oh well, Pacquiao wanted $40 million to fight Bud and this, that. No, at first Pacquiao wanted $20 million, the same 20 that he got against Bronner, the same 20 that he got against Thurman, right? It's only when Bob Arum came with, he said he had the investors, and they was putting X amount of dollars up. So when he got to talk about how much money was coming, of course, a motherfucker want more money. If you give me the number, okay, you get the, okay, what do you want, money? We bringing in $100 million. Oh shit, if you bring in $100 million, what you gonna say back?
Nah, he know Bob robbed him out a lot of money.
Exactly, bro. That's a fact, especially with the Mayweather fight. So when we look at that situation, when we look at that situation, right? It ain't like Pacquiao first started off asking that man for no $40 million, but still, in all, right? When Bud thought he had the Manny Pacquiao fight, and Will Beast, I don't know if you was on Facebook looking at Bud family, Trevion Crawford, Tyrell, they all, Earl Spence, what Earl Spence gonna do now? We got Manny Pacquiao, this, that. He's better than everybody on his resume. Or look at the Earl Spence fan. I'm thinking like, why the fuck is y'all doing all this when people are happy that Bud is getting this fight? Like I felt like, and I still feel like Bud deserved to fight over everybody on the simple fact of what happened over on the top rank side. But now that Earl Spence is getting Pacquiao, right? After fighting the other top motherfuckers at 147, Bud has to accept, even if Earl come with the 70-30, and I wish he stayed with 60-40. I wish he stayed with 60-40, man. I swear, I wish he do. Because I don't need no Raj, I don't want no more fucking, I don't need no more excuses of people saying this and all that bullshit. I'm trying to get the shit started, right?
But so, I wish he just say 50-50 and go fuck him up.
But not no 50-50.
That's not going to happen.
No, I say I wish. I ain't say it was going to, I say I wish.
Yeah, that's wishing upon a star. Money, what you just said and how you just eloquently broke that down is the exact reason why the fight might not happen. Because if you remember when Keith Thurman was talking all that cash shit, see, Errol Spence really don't like a lot of shit talking, Like, it's one thing to be, aggressive in boxing terms, but then when it starts becoming money and championships and people's records, you see he don't really like that, and you see he's not even mentioning Keith Thurman's name. He's kind of ignoring Keith Thurman, and you could see that fight is not going to happen, at least not at 147. So I think the same mentality that Errol Spence has towards Keith Thurman is the same mentality that he's going to have towards Terrence Crawford, especially with Terrence Crawford's resume not looking as good as Errol Spence's resume has been for the past 2 years. That's a fact. And there's no way in hell, no matter if Bud is still undefeated or whatever, that's going to be 50-50. And now with the fact that Bob Arum can't even get his shit together with Teofimo Lopez and Tyson Fury, they're going to say 70-30. And it's going to be take it or leave it. Straight up. And that's if Errol Spence wants to, because after beating Manny Pacquiao, he's cemented at 147. Not only at 147, he's cemented in boxing, period. He is now a household name. He doesn't need turns Bud Crawford.
And I say this why no, and I understand what Ben's saying. He's just saying do it, but this is why I say no. And even if Earl say, all right, fuck it, because on the simple fact of I'm not gonna do all this. Just like we always say, Ben, I'm not gonna move the whole motherfucking house inside the house. I'm helping somebody move, and the U-Haul is outside, and I done brought all the couches, the TVs, the furniture. I done moved everything inside the goddamn house. Yeah. And you come in with the dolly, and you just help me bring in a refrigerator, and they give us $1,000, and you say, give my $500.
Yeah. It don't work like
that. I just did all this heavy lifting.
It don't work like that.
And that's my thing with Bud now, man. And it's just like I was saying with Caleb Plant, like you can't expect because you got that last title. And okay, I'm holding on to, and this if Errol Spence get the WBA, but I'm holding on to the last piece. And just because I got the last piece to the puzzle, right? Oh, I get to say what I want. Otherwise, you don't get this. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I hate that shit. Yeah,
he was doing the team thing. I was like, look, man, let's see if we get a 3 joint out of which come. But they came back with 1 fight deal.
Yeah, which I know they. That's what I've been saying. Y'all not for the force Canelo into doing shit. Like, that's not how you start off a good business relationship in the first place. Or if you want to fight my fighter, you got to sign a 3-fight contract. After I just got done with this motherfucker, De La Hoya fucking me, right? I'm not coming to do this with you. You know what I'm saying?
But the PBC pay more than all of them.
I say that, though. But I made a video saying Canelo can have a great fucking run if he link up with Al Heyman. If he link up with Al Heyman, and because people go battle pay-per-view, but my thing is with Al, and I respect Al to the fullest, that's my man's. But you can't go out to Canelo and trying to lock him into a 3-fight deal for this one fucking situation. All right, let's make this happen, right? Let's get you on Fox pay-per-view for this one fight, and he's still a free agent after that. Then let's make our pitch, because that's what Eddie Hearn, he making a damn good pitch for the zone, and he keep trying to put it out there. Oh, well, people want to buy pay-per-view, this, that, but motherfucking money is what matters. Your greedy ass love money too, Eddie, but you trying to do whatever Canelo wants so you can keep Canelo close. Because you want Canelo, but you don't got him. But I don't knock Eddie. Because that's what he's supposed to do.
This is what I see with that situation, money. Canelo still get to pick who he wants to fight. But if he signed that 3-fight deal, he might not get to pick.
Yeah, he locked in. Yeah, you locked in. So. Yeah, but see, I think what Canelo want to do after he become undisputed, I do think he want to go up and face Better B. You know what I'm saying?
Like, with Coach was saying something right about Earl, but this is what I saying, Earl. If you don't got what the fuck I want, like if Keith would have won against Pacquiao, I think Keith would still be on the shelf on the table.
Yeah.
Earl look at it like, if you don't got what I want, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Especially with how much shit Keith Thurman was talking before Errol stepped
before the tables turned.
Remember, before he even went and got the IBF, remember Keith Thurman's famous words was "Go get a belt." You remember that?
Yeah.
Right before he went to get to step on Kell Brook, Keith Thurman was like, "Go get a belt," and like pretty much little nigga in him. You know what I mean? Pretty much giving him the shoulder. And now Errol Spence is in the position to do the same thing, and he's doing it. He's not even mentioning Keith Thurman's name.
Yeah, because Keith Thurman he lost.
Yeah.
No, it's not about. It's not. Listen, it's not about wins or losses, homie. Pacquiao got however many losses. It's about respect and remembering when I was on the come up, you tried to shit on me. Now you want to come up to where I'm at. No, you can't come sit at this table, homie. Go eat a sandwich somewhere.
It's this. You don't have the status no more. You lost. You lost the belt. I don't even fucking need. I wanted what you had. I didn't want you. I want what you had.
Right.
And then Shorty across the street, Crawford still got something he wants.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all need to just make that fight happen. I know Earl really want to whoop him.
Yeah, facts.
Make the fight happen, because they jealous over there. They act like girls over there.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. And let me say this, bro. When Bomac came out, right? And that's why I say, how the fuck did shit change in 1 year when nothing even happened to, like, Earl ain't said nothing bad about y'all, right? So a year ago, Bomac was saying, oh, Earl Spence and Pacquiao is a great fight. It's a great fight, man. That fight happened is great. If him and Bud happened is great. Bomac is the manager of Turnbull Crawford. That fight fell off the table, and, you know, he feels some type of way about it.
Yeah,
but,
now he mad.
Yeah, but my thing with him is, Exactly.
He came on and said, what did he come on and say? He was like, I told Terrence don't sign the contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a fact. But when I look at Bomac, bro, when you're the manager and you sit down and you say you walk on the ESPN and you sign a deal and it's gonna feed you and your coaches and all this shit for X amount of years and things of that nature, and y'all go put in a contract that, oh, if he don't get y'all Earl Spence, he go owe y'all $1 million. And my thing is this: how can y'all put in a contract that, oh, you got to give us $1 million if you don't get Earl Spence? But your biggest fight with Manny Pacquiao, you don't put in the contract, no signing, nothing extra if you don't get your Manny Pacquiao. You see what I'm saying? They putting all their eggs in the basket on Earl Spence, which is they big. That's why I know Earl Spence is your biggest fight and your biggest payday right now. But y'all sitting up here with this ego shit, like you just said, Coach. Earl Spence felt like Keith Thurman was trying to little nigga him. Terrence Crawford feel like that now, and he feel like, well, I'm older, and because I'm 3 division world champion, former undisputed, current WBO welterweight world champion, that's my weight, and I have more accomplishments than you, which might be true. But in the business era, those accomplishments ain't putting asses in the seats, and they not translating to dollars. Because if that was the case, you was a 3 division world champion, you was the former undisputed world champion, you was the current WBO welterweight world champion when you fought Amir Khan, and that pay-per-view didn't do shit. You know what I mean? It didn't do nothing. So when I'm just looking at the situation, bro, Turnbull Crawford gotta let that fucking ego go and understand that, listen, this is my biggest payday right here, man. Win, lose, or draw. And if you go in there and beat Earl Spence, you make yourself even bigger and you come back, you can demand what you want. But right now, your fucking promoter refused to pay anybody to get into the ring with you. Anybody that got a pulse. He don't want to pay Sean. He don't want to pay Thurman. He don't want to pay Danny. He don't want to pay Earl. He don't want to pay Ugas. He don't want to pay Pacquiao. But he paying the fucking Zepeda, and he's trying to get you a fucking Josh Taylor fight for 140. That's not gonna be nowhere near the payday. Another them 147 pounders. So with Bud, I'm really not understanding him, man. And that's my only problem with Bud is his business side, bro. And I know I ain't got no right to speak on your business because that's another man's pocket. But on the outside looking in, if we see what the fuck going on, we gonna be like, come on, bro, that's still backwards at the end of the day. How you go hustle backwards? You hustling backwards. You know what I'm saying? So I want the fight to happen, man. I don't want this fight to pass us by at 147 because I don't want this to be one of them. Yeah, because I love my era of fights, regardless of what people say. I'm young. I'm in my prime, betting his prime, coaching on your prime. I'm enjoying our glory years. Like, I'm a ride with my era. I didn't see motherfucking Sugar Ray Robinson and you know what I mean? I went in their era, which I love it and I respect it.
But you wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there. This is our era of boxing, and we got great fights that we can make in our era that I want to happen. I don't want it not to happen. I want it to happen, and these motherfuckers can fight their ass off. But they so caught up, like Bet say, some of them do be a little fearful of, damn, I know I could take this L, and losing that O compared to these fans nowadays to back then, right? These fans nowadays, you take a loss, you a hype job, or you ain't shit, was never nothing. One loss, and sometimes the fans got to blame their goddamn self. One fucking loss. You look at Deontay Wilder. He need to retire. He's done. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy, bro. But I want this fight to happen, man. And like, Earl still got to beat Pacquiao. Now, there's a whole lot of saying and this, that, and the third, because like I say, I don't overlook nothing. I do got Earl beating Pacquiao, but he got to do that shit August 21st first. But after that, I'm like you, Bet. I want him to step to Terrence Crawford. I don't want you to do shit else. I want you to step straight to Terrence Crawford, bro. Go across the street because we never know what they plan is going to be after this and after that. And that's assuming where the fuck Terrence Crawford go after October. We still got to see what he got to do. But like you say, Bet, take your ass to PBC. That's where all the smoke is at. You know what I'm saying? My dude from Omaha here, Will Beast, right? He an Omaha native. He ride for Terrence Crawford 120%. You need to take his ass across the street and see what's up with that smoke, man. And get off the bullshit, bro. Get off the
Man,
bullshit.
get the job done. It ain't nothing but a fight, man. You know,
Facts.
man, you can still be on the bullshit, build up the fight, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all niggas need to fight.
Facts,
Straight
bro.
up.
I
That's a fact.
honestly feel it's not even gonna happen. You can't. You probably won't even get a Terrence Crawford versus Danny Garcia fight, man. It's obvious that Bob Arum and Al Heyman has a cold war going on, and it's also obvious that Al Heyman is not. He's not up to. He's not up to speed with what's going on in 2021. And again, Top Rank is a sinking ship. I don't know why dudes even. I guess those incentives initially look really good because Shakur they probably gonna waste him too, and it's
Yeah.
you hear everybody talking about these 135 pounders all over social media, all over the news, and Shakur Stevenson is like lost in the sauce, or even in 130, he's lost in the sauce. You hearing people talk about JoJo Diaz, man. Not saying anything's wrong with JoJo Diaz, but I'm just saying you're not hearing anything about Shakur Stevenson, and he's supposed to be in that mix too, but his name is always being left out. Why? The common denominator is Top Rank over there. They just not pulling the wagon, man. Straight up, like Money said. PBC, they brought the refrigerator in, they brought the stove, they brought the dishwasher. All of a sudden, Bob Arum and them, they want to bring in one little a love seat, and they say, "All right, where my $500 at?" It don't work like that, man. They're not pulling the wagon. And as far as us being fans and respecting the sport and wanting to see everything, of course we can have pipe dreams, but it ain't up to us at the end of the day.
Yeah, but Shakur about to get his opportunity against Jermell Hearn in October. So they going I seen they Shakur put it out there that him and Hearn going down to October. Jermell Hearn came under the post. Some dude posted it saying Shakur gonna beat his ass. He like, you just won against me because you don't like Terrence Crawford. So I guess they're gonna be signed, sealed, and delivered in a minute. They should be announcing that. So I'm happy for Shakur Stevenson, and shouts out to Jermell Hearn for stepping up to the plate because he wanted to move up to 35. Until we start getting on his ass. But at the end of the day, he giving the kid this opportunity, and Bomac don't like it because Bomac he gonna call me a shit starter out of all the people. I'm the shit starter, but he talk all the shit in the world that I'm the shit starter. But I told him to get his little guard dog Bernie and bring his ass on, right? But
But
he gonna call me the shit starter though.
but with me, I'd have really wanted. I'd have gave him a shot, but I'd have wanted my unification match.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. But I think they had something with Oscar Valdez. He had won a different route. So they try to
Okay.
go after Oscar. That's what they wanted. They wanted Oscar Valdez, but he about to do something different now. So they gonna give Shakur Stevenson the opportunity. And I think in that contract too, I think in that contract it had something for Shakur because the WBO they were saying some shit about he couldn't get away from him. He couldn't get away from him.
Yeah,
So
because he was mandatory. Because he was the WBO
yeah,
champion
yeah, and they
for
pushed the fight back
126.
twice. Yeah, and they pushed the fight back twice. You know what I'm saying? I guess they felt like, well, if the fight never got pushed back twice, you wouldn't have been in position to fight Oscar Valdez no way. So I can respect that they making them give Shakur Stevenson his opportunity.
A unification match trumps all that, but it's
No, no, I
man.
know. No, but I'm talking
They
about in the WBO, remember,
Bob
it got pushed back because of Jermell. It got pushed back because of um the boy beat.
Bob just running this company into the ground, man. That's all that is.
Yeah, that's true. Bob is going to see now, and he don't want to let it go. He can't let go. Bob going to the grave with all his money, bro. He the type of motherfucker that
Facts.
get buried with all his money. Seriously, bro. He that type of motherfucker, dog. Bob don't want to leave shit behind. He like, fuck y'all, fuck my stepson. You ain't even my real son. I'm taking this shit to the grave.
Hey, Money. I don't mean to cut everything off. Can I give myself a little shout out real quick?
Oh, go ahead, champ.
The reason why I got cut off on the live for 3 seconds, right?
Uh huh.
On my Instagram page, I have a short video. Y'all can check it out too. It's Instagram slash Coach Mark Mitts. That's CoachMarcMitts. Once again, Money. Salute for allowing me to be on your platform and giving
Much
myself a
respect.
plug. But
Much respect.
the homie that I'm working mitts with, if you see on my page, it's a big ass Colombian dude. The same drill that I was working with him on,
Uh huh.
he just sent me footage from his last fight and he caught a standing 8 count right then and there, working some dude to the body. And he told me later on they stopped the fight and he gonna send me the footage. So the same exact drill that we was doing, he showed me footage of getting the dude on the ropes, doing the drill that we was working on, and catching the standing 8 count. I feel good as hell, man. So I had to shout myself out real quick, man.
No doubt, coach. No doubt. I appreciate the man. Like, so what you did, it shows that it works for him. So now, no doubt, he'll be in the gym looking for some more pointers now.
No doubt. That's when I head back over there, though. I'm in Brooklyn right now.
So where you training him at? Where he was at?
Colombia.
Colombia. Oh, so you over in Colombia?
I was.
Okay. No doubt, man. But yeah, though, man.
That, man, I feel so good right now. I was looking at that footage, man.
So he an amateur fighter?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So I got a bag of dirt you can have. Oh no, that man on some other shit. We ain't talking about none of that, homie. He said I'll hit the bags for 5 days, then fight on Saturday, and I'm done. I'm trying to get a vehicle for $50 down payment tomorrow. Man, y'all be on some weird shit, man.
Yeah, I don't understand those sometimes, man.
These guys be on some weird shit for real. We just trying to talk boxing, man, for real. But I don't want Earl Spence and Bud Crawford to pass us by, man. That's that fight that has to happen. But see, when I remember Bud when he tweeted out, Bud tweeted out, Earl Spence, you will. I think it said you will never be undisputed, and you will be remembering for ducking me. Like for the rest of your career, you'll be remembered for duck. So I'm like, Bud, don't tell me you're gonna try to pull that type of move to where you're gonna have an opportunity to fight this man. But you think down the line, like Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hitman Hearns is now sitting on the couch, the narrative is going to be, oh, well, the fight didn't happen because Earl Spence ducked me. And
right, you mean Earn Pryor?
Huh?
You mean Earn Pryor?
Oh no, I'm just saying how they sit on the couch now as old men and talk they love boxing shit. Not talking about Terrence Bud Crawford. When him and Earl get old and they sitting on the couch, like when we get older, his notion gonna be, well, the fight never happened because Earl Spence ducked me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I think. Earn Pryor and Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, Sugar Ray Leonard. Okay, I got you. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's just a bunch of bullshit in the game, man. And you know, Bo Mac, he ain't making it no better because he over there. They all over there with that arrogant shit, man. FBT was one down. They over there with all that arrogant shit, telling Bud he's worked this, that, and the third, and not keeping it real, bro. And I feel like Bud feel like I'm not gonna get little nigga about no Earl Spence. I did more in my career than him, and I deserve this, that, and the third. But when I ask people all the time, well, if it's because of accolades, when Terrence Bud Crawford fought Judas and Dongo, when shouts out to Judas and Dongo who I interviewed, and Dongo had 2 titles, Bud had 2 titles. Why did Bud get the majority of the money? You know what I'm saying? And the facts will be because Bud was a hotter name and he brought more fans to the motherfucking table. The same with Earl Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford, bro. But they ain't gonna never keep it real, bro. And that's why that fight, like you said, Coach, we probably don't even get the goddamn fight. Ride of the Storm, he say, just trying to show love to you guys, all spinning facts. Man, Ride of the Storm, I appreciate you, my brother. Much love, much appreciated, champ.
Salute, Ride of the Storm.
All right, now my man from Omaha says Crawford is coming to the PBC to fight champions. No more Pamper Bob. We will see.
Hope so.
We will see. Hope so.
Hope so.
Yeah,
you know, you know, I hate to use other art forms on your platform, money, but you know, it's an analogy, right? So we all from the hip hop generation. It's like, look, man, me personally, I'm not gonna agree with this, but I'm just gonna use it as a jumping point, right? We know, like Royce the 5'9" could out rap anybody, right? Personally, I don't think so. I think he's trash, but whatever. I'm using it as an analogy. He can out rap these guys, this, that, and the third. He's rippity rapidy. He can rhyme orange. He knows how to rhyme the word orange. And everybody. He's down with Eminem, so they rippity rapping all over the place, ripping microphone, all that hippity hop shit. But if he has to go on a tour with Little Durk is going to get the money. He's going to get the fanfare, and he's going to be the headliner of the show. Now, in Royce the 5'9's defense, him being on that tour will allow more people to know who he is and probably understand his art form. It's almost the same thing for Terrence Bud Crawford, man, because now Errol Spence, he's on another popular plateau. People know him as, oh, that's the car crash guy. Unfortunately, people know him as, the undefeated welterweight champion of the world that's fighting Manny Pacquiao. And maybe after August 21st, people may know him as that's the guy that beat Manny Pacquiao. So Terrence Bud Crawford, to real boxing fans, real boxing aficionados, real boxing, anybody that's in the boxing game, yes, we can see that Terrence Bud Crawford has a different and a more polished skill set than Errol Spence. Like, if you know what you're looking at, you're like, oh yeah, Terrence Crawford, his skill set is very much what a real boxing aficionado would really like. Like, he does everything to a T. He does everything good. He can even switch hits. He can change positions. He can change hands. But the general population does not know that, and they don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? Some
Yep.
of he won undisputed in Omaha, Nebraska. Now that's not a diss to Omaha, Nebraska, but he didn't win undisputed in Las Vegas. He didn't win it at Madison Square Garden, although he did have an amazing fight at the Garden. He did not he didn't win it even
That
at the
just
T-Mobile
he
Stadium.
didn't win it amongst the mass of people. He won amongst his crowd at home.
Nah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like even with that, that's still a leverage point going towards Errol Spence because it's like, yo, homie, don't nobody know you, man. I'm Little Dirt. You Royce the 5'9". You just gotta you should be glad to come on this tour. So, and just like you said, how Bud ain't gonna let nobody little nigga him. Errol Spence
Uh-huh.
ain't gonna do it. It's two bulls. It's two bulls in the same stadium, and I don't think one of them is gonna budge. That's why, unfortunately, I don't think this fight is gonna happen.
Yeah, I like. I'm gonna stay optimistic. Zoe, what's going down, Zoe Queen? I thought I saw you in the building. I'm gonna stay optimistic. I'm gonna say, I think Earl, he gonna do everything he could to try to make it happen. It's gonna come down to Terrence Bud Crawford, in my opinion. It's gonna come down to Bud, and if he can get off that high horse, man. If he can't get up off the high horse, and he still feel like he deserved this, and he's talking about the fights behind him and all that shit, then we probably don't get the fight. And if we don't get the fight, we gotta look at the right man and say it's because of that man that it didn't happen. And I hate to blame Turnbull Crawford, but I gotta look at Turnbull Crawford and put the blame on him, man, because he got the opportunity right now. The fight is even higher. Like, you're making even more money now against Earl Spence, right? Because even when you talking about making it happen back then, where people talking about he was ducking you, which was still not true because the fight only been realistic for 1 year. People keep talking about 3 years and all that shit, right? The fight been realistic for 1 year. You still making more money fighting Earl Spence. All you did was fight Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, it's gonna come down to Bo McNair, being realistic and want to do what's best for Terrence Crawford and not what's best for, your whole goddamn team. Because they trying to do what's best for the entire team instead of what's best for Terrence Crawford. Heal the mind, body coach. What's going down? What's going down?
I keep telling y'all, coaches, managers, and promoters last the longest in boxing.
That's a fact, bet. Fighters come and go, don't they?
Yeah.
That's a fact, bet. And that's how they bank it. Like, even and not even that, even us the fans and motherfuckers to talk this box shit. What did Ness say? Even though I don't like Ness punk ass, right? I feel like he's a sucker. He gonna stay a sucker in my eyes. What he said about Deontay Wilder, I got 30 to 40 more years in this chair. Deontay Wilder's come and go. You know what I'm saying? And he said it, but it's still true at the same time.
It's
Oh,
true.
Focus, what's going down? My brother, what's going down, Focus? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's true because fighters come and go. Floyd said it. Boxing is only here for a short period of time, and they gonna treat you like a hoe. I'm gonna pimp you and make as much money I could up off you, and when I'm done with you, I kick you out the door and on to the next hoe. You feel me? So that's why sometimes I don't get pissed off at these fighters to want what they want. You know what I mean? It's crazy how Earl been saying what he was going to do before Bud even moved up, and Bud hasn't done shit since he moved up. Damn, GD, for real. But Bet, let me ask you this, man. What's going on with Gary Antoine?
Man, you in the gym every day.
Uh huh.
in the gym working. I don't know what they got. I know next year they talk about a championship, man.
Hmm. And then the little one, Gary Antonio, about to be on August 14th, right?
August 14th.
Do they got a pony yet, or they wait?
He got his opponent. I forgot the dude's name.
Okay, that's what's up. I've been seeing him in the gym. His little daughter been his coach and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I be loving that, dog. I be loving it, bro. I was like, man.
Yeah, man, he's working hard, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's a fact. And boy, Gary Russell was doing some shit that looked like it hurt it, boy. Gary be doing some hard ass workouts, boy. I think he
Man,
had a bet on the man. I be like, boy, Gary be doing some shit.
he got that code, I guess.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say nothing, man. I think
yeah.
he got that code.
Okay, okay. But the one cat though, man, that one is off with Ray Vargas.
You say
Remember?
Ray Vargas?
Yeah, remember he supposed to came up and faced Gary and shit, the 122 WBC pound champ.
Oh yeah, I think that's all.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
Ray hurt.
Yeah, I think Ray felt like he ain't want to come up with them years off and get to that ring with Mr. Gary Russell. That's what I think. He said that Crawford being a champion and undefeated, he's a big name. As long as he's getting $8+ million, he going to be good. But you say getting $8+ million,
You
he
said
ain't
eight?
getting, yeah, $8+. I don't see him getting. He ain't been making no $8+ million a fight. What you talking about? That's bro. $8+, bro. That's a lot of money. And them fighters that he was fighting ain't pulling in no $8+.
Nah,
Now,
he only got his guaranteed $4 million.
yeah, if he making $8+, I see why the fuck he ain't going nowhere. I won't blame him. If he making $8+, but he ain't making no $8+, bro. I can't see that. I'm sorry, homie. He say keep crushing. Shit. Oh man, why I keep reading your shit, man? You weird, man.
Man, I want Cute to go out the
Ugas.
Ugas.
I want that to happen too, bro. I want to see if they can try to make that happen on the undercard of Earl Spence and Manny Pacquiao, because Ugas supposed to be the undercard spot. But I don't
And
know
I
if
bet
people
you,
be ready.
if I think
Got something on your
what I
lip,
think
bet.
about what I
Yeah.
think about Earl, if he get that belt back, Keith Thurman's name gonna come out Earl mouth.
Yeah, I believe that 120%, bro. I believe that 120%. And I love that fight. Look, I'm not too fond of what Keith Thurman be talking outside the ring and shit. Inside the ring, I am a fan of Keith Thurman, bro. The motherfucker can fight, regardless of what anybody say. Keith Thurman is still good for the boxing game. Keith Thurman is still good for the welterweight division, and he is still a big time name to put on your resume.
Yeah,
So
he had a hell of a fight against Manny Pacquiao.
facts, bet. Keith Thurman lost that fight on a simple fact. And I'm not saying Pacquiao didn't do good, but it was times in that fight where Keith Thurman was winning the round, but Pacquiao made his ass fall into that trap, but just continue to fight where he can hit his ass with some shit. Because against Danny and against Sean, at that time, Thurman would have won the rounds. He would have got the boxing to make sure he solidified the rounds. He kept trying to fight against Manny Pacquiao, trying to get that motherfucking drop back because the
Dropping that body.
yeah, and he was giving Pacquiao the chance to nail his ass back and win the round from him. So that's what, like, Pacquiao only won the fight by 2 rounds to me. You feel me? It was a close fucking fight. But, you know, Keith fucked that up, been on that stage and fallen into that trap. And that's the same trap that Floyd trying to tell Earl Spence, don't fall into. Don't fall your ass into that. Just get caught up in that fighting with Manny Pacquiao trap. And Manny Pacquiao a slick motherfucker in a way, in the press conference, he said, yeah, Earl Spence can teach Floyd Mayweather how to fight toe-to-toe. But Earl is smart enough not to get, like, he's not trying to get too attached to Manny Pacquiao. He like, I know Manny Pacquiao, he'll roll you to sleep, but then when that bell go ding-ding, he'll jump all over your ass. And that's why when Ellie Setback was in the gym talking about, Manny Pacquiao's a nice guy, Earl smart now. His ass ain't that nice.
Exactly. Yeah, he don't want to be too starstruck, cracking jokes like Keith Thurman and all that type of stuff. Right. And that's what I respect about Errol Spence, because he's very cerebral. You could see that it's like, he's a great guy. He's a senator. He feeds the villages and all that. You get caught up in that. You're not gonna look at him as somebody that's trying to knock your goddamn head off.
Fact,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. And you get to that ring, the first punch that motherfucker hit you with, your ass, why you hit me that hard? Yeah,
right. Even when Keith Thurman got knocked down, you could see he crack a little smile like, oh man, you did that to me? Yeah, he did that to you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that's when he got serious, and the fight started to become really really good. So yeah, Keith Thurman, he is a great fighter. I take nothing away from him, but he's just a cornball. You know what I'm
He's a
saying?
corn. There you go, coach. That's what it is.
He's a cornball. But Errol Spence, he ain't playing that. He ain't playing that politics game with Manny Pacquiao. Like, yeah, listen,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, he's a great guy, but I'm gonna have to retire him when it's all said and done.
Exactly, and that's what I love about Earl Spence. He's a dog, bro. And I'm wrapping up on this, and I'm gonna let y'all get y'all last word. When I had
Uh-huh.
Earl Spence homeboy on her Jay Ism, right? We was talking about Earl and training. I mean, and sparring and shit. Earl beat the shit out of everybody in the sparring, bro, and he don't take nobody light, right? Like Jay Ism said, it was a kid that got a number with Earl Spence. I think he said Earl was like the kid was 18 or something. Earl was like 21 or something. And you say Earl beat the fuck out of the kid. He like, why you doing like that, bro? He like, because you can't take it easy with nobody. But when you listen to Clarissa Shield, she say Earl Spence beat my ass. I say Earl whooping hoes ass.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You
He don't give a
gotta,
damn.
I mean, when you step across them ropes, spawn and that, you gotta
Exactly.
dominate.
Hey, you can't play with nobody, bro. It's all business, and you can't get nobody that want up on you, bro. And you know what I'm
Nah,
saying? You
you
gotta get
just
in there.
the way you fight, the way you train is the way you fight.
That's a fact, bet. And bet it's good you say that because when you look at these cats and you look at the way they train, if they take and Keon hit me to that too. If these cats taking breaks and shit, you'll see them in the ring. They'll be taking breaks. But if you training all the way through 120%, then you go fight all the way through. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that in Earl Spence, man. And like I said, I got nothing but respect for Manny Pacquiao too for giving Earl Spence the opportunity. And because he could have fought anybody, you know what I'm saying? But he chose Earl Spence. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and try my hand. Bring your big cocky, strong Texas ass on, motherfucker. Let's see what you can do.
Man, I mean, he think he see something. That's how I know.
Mhm.
Slim, all these fighters, man. I mean, but Manny 42. He think he see something because when Earl first beat Mikey, he ain't even want that work.
He ain't even want that work, yeah.
He
That's
didn't
a
want it.
fact, man. That's a fact, bro. And y'all last thoughts, man. Um, Freddie Roach talking about Keith Thurman is a better fighter than Earl Spence. You
I
think that
mean,
he got to say that shit because now we in the ring with this motherfucker and we got to try to figure out something to get our juices going?
most definitely he can't keep one thing about it, one person on the side of that team can't keep giving compliments.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
can't keep respecting your opponent. Man, fuck
That's
up.
right.
Freddie, talk how you feel.
That's
But
right.
I don't think in certain aspects I think Keith better than Earl.
You're right.
In certain aspects I think Earl better than Keith.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But a complete fighter, I don't think he's a better complete fighter than Earl. Because Earl more I think Earl got more dog than Keith.
120%, bro. I agree 120. What's your thoughts, Coach? Was Freddie Roach saying Keith Thurman is the better fighter than Earl?
Well, again, just as in anything in sporting, everybody will tell you it's a cliche, but it still is true. It's not always um, it's not always physical. It's also mental. And just like I just said 5 minutes ago, Errol Spence he's very cerebral. So any type of mental one-upmanship that they can get, because they're not going to get him by just staying across a interview table talking shit. That's not Manny's style. Manny couldn't do it if you paid him to do it, and it's also not Errol's style. So the fight is going to sell itself without them talking shit. So Freddie Roach is just looking for a mental edge, and I don't even think he means that, but because
Facts.
Freddie Roach gave high praises to Errol Spence many years ago. So he doesn't believe that, but he needs a mental edge, and that's all that is, man.
And I'm happy you
Ain't
said
nobody,
that, Coach.
yeah.
I'm happy you said that. Freddie Roach said Earl Spence and Turnbull Crawford is pound for pound number one, number two, no matter how you put it. And he's seen, like I said, he's seen Earl Spence knock Adrian Brown ass out on his feet in the Olympic sparring gym. So Freddie know what he's up against, but that's Freddie way, like you say, putting himself in that mental statement to where he can see, okay, that we can be Earl Spence because you got to be ready physically, mentally, and spiritually all around the board for a motherfucker like Earl Spence because you never know what you go get with that dude inside that square circle. Earl is a bad motherfucker, bro. Earl is a bad motherfucker. Manny Pacquiao is a bad motherfucker. And we in for a great fight, man. August the 21st, man. And I can't wait And like I say, we know they gonna show up to the dance. They ain't gonna pull no fucking weak ass Tyson Fury type of shit. So we in for a good one on the 21st, but we also in for a good one. You know what I'm saying? This Saturday, July 17th, with Undisputed, man. And with that being said, family, Coach, it's been an honor, man. You know, that sucker, he did something good. He brought two real ones together, man. And it's been a pleasure having you on the show, man. Let's get your last words, Coach. Let the people know where they can find you at.
I appreciate that, man. Ain't no last words. It's just we're gonna continue this whenever we can again. Shout out to the Russell family. Monty, shout out to you, and shout out to everybody in the chat that showed support, and even the goofy that was cracking jokes in the chat room, man. It's all good. This is a great community, and hopefully it grows. Monty, I want you to be the next Kevin Samuels of boxing. You heard?
I appreciate that, bro. But tell them where to find you at on Instagram, Coach. How to follow you.
Okay, you can find me at Coach Mark Mitts. No funny spelling, just CoachMarcmitts. I'm a trainer, and I'm trying to get my stuff to blow up a little until I'm training Rihanna and Cardi B and all of them. But I got a few videos. Y'all go check them out, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Peace.
No doubt. Have a good one.
Love.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let them know where they can find you at, Bet.
Man, you can find me every Sunday on Drew Titan. I ain't been there for a minute because I had problems with the family or whatever.
Yeah.
But every Sunday on Drew Titan.
Yes, sir. And you can find them right here too on Money Brown TV, and y'all can find them on everything boxing too. You can find that everywhere around this motherfucker.
You can find me everything boxing on Money Brown TV, man. You know.
Yes, sir. Dominique Horton, I appreciate you, my brother. Say salute, money, nothing but facts. I appreciate you, my brother. But y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat coming through, showing love. Everybody in the super chat. It's all love. It's much appreciated. Like I say, without y'all, we is nothing in this boxing game, man. So y'all know what it is. This your boy Money. It's the NFBC moving. Nobody safe in these streets. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. You want to donate? OG Money on Cash App. TreyHop52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family. I appreciate y'all. Y'all boys have a good one, man.
You too, man.
Straight. One love. Brooklyn, New York. You heard?
Yes, sir.